Let's talk about some tips for getting your offer accepted. There are different types of markets out there. There's a seller's market, there's a buyer's market, and there's a kind of even market. Years ago, we were in a buyer's market. It's when houses were sitting for a long time. You could go in, you could take a few days to look, you could weigh your options on properties, and you could pretty much go in and submit an offer and ask for the seller to pay for some of your fees. And they were eager to accept it because they wanted to get their house sold. It had been sitting for a little bit. There's also the seller's market where homes are going fast. They're listed on a Friday. They're asking for highest and best offers by Sunday at noon. And you are running around seeing 10 to 15 houses on a Saturday because you want to make sure that you pick the right one and give it your all for that offer. Some tips to making sure that you win that offer in any type of market are going to be highly dependent on your realtor. You have options to interview realtors. Make sure you're picking one that is going to go to bat for you. Some things to look for when looking for a great realtor is to make sure they have resources. Do they have a good brokerage backing them? Do they have a good support system? Do they have contacts to contractors that maybe the other side struggles to find, and you can provide that resource to get you to the closing table? Your energy. Does your realtor match your energy? I always say my energy is going to match your energy. If you're just looking and browsing, let's look and browse. If you come to me and you say, hey, it's Friday, I need to be under contract on a home on Wednesday because I'm not from out of town and I got to head back home. Let's go. My energy is going to match your energy. We're going to see 10 houses. I will give you a snack break. But that's important to make sure that your energy matches your realtor's energy and that they are there to help you get to your timeline. Another thing to look for in a realtor is their communication. Are they open to communicating with the other side? More times than not, we need to ask the seller side what's important to them. Do they want a quick close? Do they want information-only inspections? Are they looking for some rent back? In order to provide the best offer for you in a highest and best situation in a seller's market, you want to make sure you know exactly what that seller is looking for, and you're not going to know that if your agent doesn't communicate with the seller's agent. Now, granted, we might just get, hey, the most money they can give us, the best, but we don't know that unless we communicate with the other side. So make sure your agent is open to communication with the other side and keeps that communication line open with the other side and with your lender to make sure that the home you're looking and submitting your offer on meets all your lender requirements as far as we know. Another tip for making sure your offer is accepted is to be prepared as a buyer. We can do this in a buyer's consult. Our team, we do in-person buyer's consults. We can do on the spot at the property buyer's consult. Maybe you've been looking, we've been kind of browsing, and now you're ready to go. You found this house, you want to do it. Okay, let's meet, but quick, let's review what is going to happen through this transaction. Another option we have is a Zoom or video call to do your buyer's consult. We have all of our consult documents uploaded and digital, so we can send those to you. We have a lot moving into this area who aren't here until they're ready to look. Let's hop on a 30-minute Zoom call. Let's talk about what that transaction looks like. Make sure that you are reviewing the purchase contract before submitting an offer. We might be on a tight timeline to submit that. And if you're just reviewing the purchase contract with your agent as you're submitting the offer, we're behind. That's not the time to ask questions. The time to ask questions is before, during the buyer's consult, when we've digitally sent you and provided a hard copy, if possible, of the purchase contract to go over the fine details that we're going to put your specific offer conditions in. Another part of being prepared is to know your options. Right now, we're currently in a seller's market. So what does an offer look like? Is it just the purchase price and the closing date? No, there's a lot of different options we can have. And if we have educated you on these options during your buyer's consult, we're one step ahead of the game. You already have an understanding of what an escalation clause looks like, what an information-only inspection looks like, and what are your ways that you can move forward with that or release from contract if something gnarly comes up in that home inspection. There's a lot of different strategies to winning an offer, and the more educated and prepared you are as a buyer, the smoother the transaction will be for you and the better chance we have to win that offer on your dream home. If you feel like you've got some good information from our videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and our favorite is to refer us to your friends, families, and colleagues.